Hello viewers, today we will study thermal modeling of motor for heating and cooling. So thermal modeling is necessary for the machine to choose the appropriate machine rating so that it cannot limit its safe limit during the operation. So when an electrical motor and drive operates, there is a generation of heat inside the motor. So the amount of heat generated inside the motor should be known as accurately as possible. Hence the thermal modeling of motor is necessary because every motor जब ऑपरेट करती है तो हीट जनरेट होता है और वो हीट जनरेशन ऑफ हीट हमें जानना ज़रूरी है सो दैट कि हम उसे एक्यूरेटली उस थर्मल मॉडलिंग कर सकें उस मोटर की सो कि वो अपनी सेफ लिमिट को क्रॉस ना करे और हमारी मोटर सही से ऑपरेट करे. The material of the motor and shapes and size of the motors are not unique, but the generation of heat does not alter very much depending on these characteristics. अब एवरी मोटर की शेप एंड साइज यूनिक तो नहीं होती है, फिर भी कहीं ना कहीं वेरी मच सेम होती है. सो हम मॉडलिंग करेंगे. सो अ सिंपल थर्मल मॉडल ऑफ एनी मोटर कैन बी ऑब्टेन्ड एज्यूमिंग इट टू बी अ होमोजेनस बॉडी. सो हम थर्मल मॉडलिंग करेंगे किसी मोटर को एक होमोजेनस बॉडी मानकर, मीन्स सारे पार्ट्स को एक जैसा मानकर. सो द मेन एम ऑफ दिस मॉडलिंग इज टू चूज द अप्रोप्रिएट रेटिंग ऑफ अ मोटर सो दैट द इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर डज नॉट एक्सीड इट्स सेफ लिमिट ड्यूरिंग द ऑपरेशन. सो यहाँ पर हम कुछ पैरामीटर्स लेंगे. लेट एट द टाइम t द मोटर हैज़ द फॉलोइंग पैरामीटर्स. P1 इज द हीट डेवलप्ड इन द मशीन when it is running. P2 is the heat dissipated to the cooling medium. W is weight of the active part in which the heat is generating. So H is specific heat of the machine. A is the cooling surface and D is coefficient of the heat transfer. And let theta is the mean temperature rise in degree Celsius. C is the thermal capacity of machine, which is W into H, specific heat into active part of the machine, which is thermal capacity. And D is the heat dissipation constant, means small d into A. It is the coefficient of heat transfer into active area, cooling surface. So now starting the derivation for the temperature rise and temperature cool. So heat absorbed in the machine, let assume in time dt that temperature rise of the machine be d theta. किसी टाइम dt में हमारे मशीन में d थीटा टेम्परेचर राइज हुआ है. सो क्या होगा? हीट एब्जॉर्ब इन द मशीन इज इक्वल्स टू हीट जनरेटेड इन द मशीन माइनस हीट डिसिपेटेड टू द सराउंडिंग कूलिंग मशीन. तो इन dt टाइम क्या होगा किसी मशीन में? लेट की हीट एब्जॉर्ब कितना होगा मशीन में? लेट हीट 1 मतलब हीट 1 इसे यहाँ जनरेट हुआ होगा और जो हीट डिसिपेट होगा तो ये जो हीट होगा H1 माइनस H2 ये हमारा एब्जॉर्ब्ड हुआ होगा, हीट एब्जॉर्ब्ड इन द मशीन. सो वी कैन राइट इट एज हीट एब्जॉर्ब्ड इन द मशीन इज W weight of the machine into heat capacity of the machine in temperature d theta is equals to heat generated in the machine is P1. P1 is heat developed in dt time minus heat dissipated in the surrounding in dt time. Now is WH is C, thermal capacity. C, thermal capacity of the machine. And for P2 is heat dissipated in the surrounding, so we can write it as d theta. What is d theta? D is heat dissipation constant in theta temperature, so write it as C d theta is equals to P1 dt minus d theta dt. Now take dt to the denominator, so C d theta by dt is equals to P1 minus d theta. Let's simplify it. So from here d theta divided by dt, d theta divided by dt is equals to p1 by c minus d theta by c. So this is our equation first, and it is a differential equation in the with respect to d theta by dt. So we will solve this differential equation. So solving the differential equation first, we will solve it in two ways. The theta will be solved for general solution theta gs plus theta ss. So first we will solve the general solution. We will derivate the theta gs, general solution of the equation. So general solution of the equation. So from equation 1 d theta d, now this theta is gs, theta gs, d theta gs divided by d theta plus d by c theta is equals to, it is gs is equals to 0. So gs theta gs d by dt plus d by c is equals to 0. So the theta gs will be k, the constant, into e to the power minus t d by c, and the c by d is the heating time constant. So write it as c by d is equals to tau. So theta gs is equals to k dot e to the power minus t divided by tau. So this is our general solution for theta. Now we will solve for the steady state solution. So for steady state solution, so d, write the equation from equation first, d theta ss divided by d dt plus d by s d by c theta ss is equals to p1 by c. Now from here take theta ss common, so d by dt plus d by c is equals to p1 by c. Now theta ss will be p1 by c divided by d by dt plus d by c. Now put d by dt is equals to 0 for the steady state solution. So theta ss will be equal to p1 by c divided by d by c. So c will cancel out, and the theta ss will be p1 divided by d. Now it is our theta SS is P1 by D. It is our steady state solution. Now combining these two equations, this will be our second equation, this will be third. So after combining equation second and third, theta will be equal to theta GS plus theta SS. So it will be theta is equals to theta SS is P1 by D plus theta GS is K e to the power minus T by tau. Here K is a constant, so we will find the value of K. So put the T is equal to 0. So at T is equals to 0, our theta will be theta 0. So at this will be theta 0 is equals to theta SS plus K, and this will be e to the power 0 is 1. So from here K is equals to theta 0 minus theta SS. So put this value in equation 4. Putting the value of K, putting K is equals to theta naught minus theta SS in equation 4. So theta will be equal to theta SS plus theta naught minus theta SS e to the power minus T by tau. Simplify it, theta is equals to this will be theta SS 1 minus e to the power minus T by tau and plus theta naught e to the power minus T by tau. So this is the temperature rise for heating. This is the equation for temperature rise. This is the equation for temperature rise, where theta SS is steady state temperature rise, and tau is the heat C by D heating time constant, and theta naught is the minimum temperature. Now we will derive for the cooling time. It is for the heating time. Now let's solving for the cooling period. Let's suppose the load on the machine be thrown off after its temperature rise reaches to the value of theta 1. So after when the temperature rises to value of from theta 0 to theta 1, so now the cooling operation will begin. So we will solve for the cooling operation. So the reaches the value of theta 1. Heat loss will reduce to a small value of P1 dash. Now the heat value will reduce to P1 dash and cooling operation of motor will begin. Let new value of heat displacement be D dash. Let the new value of heat dissipation be D dash. So now our equation will become the C d theta by dt is equals to, now this is P1 dash, the heat is reduced to P1 dash value minus d dash, the heat dissipation constant becomes the d dash into theta. This is equation 5. This is the differential equation. Now for solving this differential equation, taking the initial condition theta is equals to theta 2 at t is equals to 0. So we are doing the cooling operation. So the initial condition is theta 1. We will take it theta 1. Theta is equals to theta 1 at the initial condition at t is equals to 0. So by solving this, now before that similar the equation, we will obtain the similar equation. Theta t for cooling operation will be theta Sc. It is the steady state temperature cooling into 1 minus e to the power minus t dash by tau c plus theta 1. It is the initial temperature at t is equals to 0, e to the power minus t dash by tau c. So this is the equation for the cooling period. This is our equation for the cooling period. Where theta Sc is steady state temperature in cooling period, and tau c is the cooling heat time constant, cooling time constant which is tau c is equals to c by now d dash. So this will be our graph from heating to cooling. So this will be theta 1, this will be theta 0, the minimum temperature, and this is the heating period, and this is the cooling period. Now we can write it in the minimum temperature, and this equation is equation 6. So this is the all derivation of maximum temperature and minimum temperature. We can write our equations in the form of maximum temperature and minimum temperature. So write it as maximum temperature and minimum temperature. So for maximum temperature rise is equals to, it is theta 1 is equals to theta ss 1 minus e to the power minus heating time th divided by tau of heating, time constant of heating, is plus theta 0 e to the power minus heating time divided by heating time constant. It is the maximum temperature. Now for minimum temperature, theta 0 is equals to theta Sc 1 minus e to the power minus cooling time, it is time of cooling time divided by cooling time constant, plus theta 1 initial temperature e to the power minus Tc divided by tau c. It is the minimum temperature. Now our derivation is completed. So thank you.